Deadheads, welcome back. Or new Deadheads, welcome to my channel for the first time. Today we're looking at another vertical handheld. This time the UX10 by a company called Ampown or Ampown, I'm not sure. But this is yet another clone of these devices. This one I think is from supposedly somebody that's working with Powkitty. So is this one good? Is it worth your hard-earned money? What should you do? Should you buy? Should you pass? So we're going to take a look at this, dive deep into this and check this out. I'm going to compare it with some other systems, including the R36S that we reviewed recently, and find out if this handheld in 2023 is worth your hard-earned money or not. So let's get started. Let's look at the hardware and let's move on. Deadheads. We'll be right back. Okay, so let's dive in and take a look and unbox the XU10, the Ampown XU10. As I said in the opening, we're going to do an unboxing here, even though I've already opened it previously, set it up and been playing with it. The box presentation is okay. It's not too bad. I like the little icon there. I think that's a little cool looking. It is, you know, somewhat of a basic color scheme. It does have the critical information here on the side. So we'll see that we've got that Linux there, 3.5-inch IPS, laminated screen, 640 by 480. It says you can play your PSP and 64 NDS, SS games in HD. Polymer lithium-ion battery, 3,000 milliamp hours, 6 to 8 hours. The GPU is the Mali 31, and this is rocking the RK3326S chipset with 1 gig of DDR4. It supports the TF card up to 512 and 7 languages. So let's open her up here, and we've got basic standard packaging here. Nothing real fancy. We've got the unit here underneath. We've got our USB-A to USB-C cable. We've got our instruction manual here, which is not too bad, not terrible. We do have it in English here on this side, which is pretty good. It does, you do want to check this out because it kind of helps you. There's a special, what they call the G button. So it'll help you with that G button and how to use it. So that was really nice. Have our wipes, we have our screen protector, and that's about it in there. No case or anything that comes with it, but we do have the unit here. I did opt for the purple. It does come in purple, gray, or white, so I went for purple. And I like this color. I think this color of purple is very nice. I think it's got a nice colorway to it. The feel here of this plastic is really nice. The textures back there. Triggers. I like the triggers. I like the size and positioning of them. We have this power button up here on the back, which is unique and different. I do think that that is a nice touch. It's something that I really kind of like that it's back here. Your reset and your power button. We have your screws in case you want to open her up for the battery. And then we have our DC in, 5-volt DC in, and our OTG port here on the top, back to back. Kind of wish they had put it at the bottom so you could dock it, but you know, that's what these verticals are doing. On the side here, we do have our headphone jack. We have this G button that I mentioned earlier, special function. You have your TF OS. You have a light here. Once I turn it on, you'll see that lights up and shows you that it's operational. Nothing on the bottom. And over here on the side, we have your games card or second TF. I love that these have two. I think that's awesome. We have your volume rocker here. And you have this weird little top part here. I don't really know or understand what that's about, but that is what they have there for it. So feels good in the hand, kind of lightweight. I like the size. You can see if we're looking at something, the R36S, which I reviewed, very similar in the form factor, very similar in the weight and distribution. I want to say they're just about exactly the same. The buttons are a little smaller on the UX10 or XU10 than here on the R36S. And then of course you've got something like the Miyoo Mini Plus, which is quite a bit smaller, although it's still rocking that 3.5-inch screen right there. So that's what that looks like next to that for the Miyoo. The new RG35XX Plus, which I'll be reviewing soon, I'm testing now, is right here next to it. That's what it looks like next to it. So yeah, pretty standard stuff here. Again, the back is how you turn it on. So we'll go ahead and boot this up. You can see the light came on, and we'll watch the nice little magic loading screen here as it powers up. This D-pad, I didn't know if I would like it, but I actually like it. I think it's good. These buttons are nice and clicky. These are a little close to each other. On the R36S, they're more spread out, and I think I prefer the distance between the two. So that's one thing I will say about it. But all in all, a good, well-made hardware for it. I really like the software here. Now, there is no customization. They got this thing kind of locked down a bit, which is kind of good. If you just want to be able to grab this thing and play, you don't want to tinker, you just want to get in there and start playing games, then I do like how they have this software set up. They have some really, unique ROMs on here. Beats of Rage, Naomi. I haven't seen Naomi in a lot of things. Sega Saturn, the Mega Drive, MAME, Capcom Play System, Neo Geo, Arcade Classics, Armstead, Atari, Lynx, Famicom, Disk System, Game & Watch, Game Gear, Game Boy Color and Television, Sega Master System, MSX2, Neo Geo Pocket and Pocket Color, PC Engine, 32X, Sega 1000, WonderSwan Color, and then your tools. And there's just not much there. Now, I hope the software gets better. Just a controller test on the tools. And I do hope it improves in the future. There's really not much. This G button over here, I don't know, G for guide. It does go into what looks like an emulation station menu setting, but there's just not a lot that can be done here. The UI mode, you can't really change much there, so there's not a lot to change in the UI mode. Game collection settings, not much you can do there. You display the systems. So again, I would like to see some custom firmware. I hope someone will work on this, or I'd like to see the company open this up a little bit more. But I gotta say, if you just want to play, you just want to grab it, boot up a game, and as soon as you get it, just start playing, not tinker with it, have it look really good, because they have went in here and they have already customized the resolution and everything like that. There's no real tinkering here. You can do save states. I have not found a way to really get into like the emulator settings. If they are there, somebody leave me a comment and let me know. But if you just want to get a game and start playing, I say this is the unit that really is going to allow you to do that. And so you can see that as we get into here, Bloody Roar 2 on the PlayStation is a notoriously difficult emulator to play. Game to emulate on some of these systems. And this, again, 3266S chipset is up to the challenge. And we'll just let it play here a little bit and show you just what this handheld can do, just out of the box, fine-tuned, without any settings. Again, it just looks great immediately, and it's playing just really good. And then over here, I like that this is on the side, this G. It's easy to hit, but again, just resume, restart, your save state, cheats, and disk control. Just not a lot of options there. Okay, we're going to take a look at some more game footage, some comparisons. I'm going to play some comparisons with the RG36S just to give you guys some comparison video there, and we'll be right back. So we have them both playing here. and we'll just do a comparison side by side. And here you can see we're running Nintendo DS on both systems here, the R36X and the Magic X, or whatever we're calling this device. Not sure if it does have an official name or not. X10, U10, whatever. But let's just play a little gameplay footage here and show you New Super Mario Brothers running on both. And again, the R36S, which is cheaper, just looks brighter, just seems to look better. Although both systems are running the game, which again, for vertical handheld, under $100, because just a year ago you would need to be over $100 for something like this. It is very impressive. And we will go now to our final thoughts. Okay, final thoughts. Should you buy this device? If you or someone that you're buying this for just simply wants to plug and play, then yes, this is probably the best vertical handheld with the best selection of ROMs I've seen that come built in. They're not on the SD card, so you don't have to worry about the SD card failing. They're built into the system. The software is locked down, but you get that nice plug and play experience. So I think that that is something you're looking for. Great. If not, if you're like me, you want to tinker or do something, I think the R36S is a much better value and a better machine. I am going to be reviewing the RG35XX Plus next week, so we'll put that one in the mix as well. And there's always the Miyoo, and there's the RGB20S, and all the different other variations that are out there. In the end, if you stay under that $60 to $50 range, you're going to get a great vertical handheld from any of these major companies that are producing these. It's a fine device. I do wish that it had a few other features, but all in all, I give it a recommendation if you just want that plug and play experience. Okay, Deadheads, please hit that like and subscribe button and let me know what you think about the channel. I'm enjoying the comments and feedback. Please give me feedback. I want to know how I can make this community better for you guys. And we'll see you next time. Dead Fred out.